Okay, really quickly, because I want this to upload to the dumb dog shit people from New England area. So, look, since I was lied about in December 2015, and it was, I said to these idiots, you've got wrong information, let me explain. You didn't. I got bloody stalked and harassed by stupid people across social media and wrong social media account as well. You do know that it's a criminal matter. It will be dealt with as that. And for what it's cost me with my savings of over 100,000 plus my expensive assets and belongings that I worked really hard for, you will be paying the damages for that. You will be paying the loss of salary, loss of income, and whatever else it's caused. I don't care if you like it or not. You're going to pay the damages. You idiots. Then I had some stupid people that profiled me incorrectly. So let me explain to you. My hair has never been blonde since I grew up from being a baby and a toddler. The last time I had naturally blonde hair, I was a baby. Once I lost my baby hair, what came through was near black hair. So let me explain it to stupid people who don't understand. When you're born and when you're a toddler, that's not the hair that you have throughout your entire life. Just so you know, the same as that's not the same face. You grow. Okay? I know it's hard for people to believe, but I don't look today as a 44-year-old man. I don't look like I did when I was a 4-year-old. Oh my God, shock, horror. Yes, that's right. I don't look like I did when I was 4. Oh my God, do you know why? Because I'm 44. Okay, idiots? And you people are fucking idiots. So last time I had blonde hair would have been naturally blonde, about 3 years old. So yeah, it's always been near black. The person from my high school, that idiots from my high school started contacting me because apparently they got all this wrong information when this organization who said, we're going to rally around his friends and family because apparently he was depressed and suicidal. And I turned to this organization and said, no, you're not, because you were already told that that's not me. I wasn't depressed. I wasn't suicidal. I've never attempted suicide, never in all these, let me continue, never threatened or whatever else. They were told. It's like, no, you're not going to rally around friends and family. You don't know who my friends are. You're not going to contact people from my high school. I barely know people from my high school because I'm not from that area. So instantly after that happened, they did. They broke privacy laws, and they're an entitled organisation that believe that they can't be held accountable because we're an organisation and we broke privacy laws even though you told us not to and you never gave us permission to. But we still broke privacy laws for 8 years and we're entitled because we're a group or an organisation. No, you're not entitled. You actually are not entitled. You're not legally allowed to do what you've done. It's a criminal matter. It's a criminal matter, and it is compensatable matter, but I want more than just what I had. So you will be paying over 100,000 in savings, plus the expensive assets and belongings and rent subsidised apartment, and making sure that everything is reimbursed the way I had it. Yeah, you will be. But you will be also paying loss of wages, loss of income, any damage to my credibility and damage to my health that you've caused over 8 years. And yes, you will be. You were told you don't get to break privacy laws. Just the same as you don't get to break prying laws because you're a group or organisation. The law and the legal system applies to everybody, not just to, the general public. It applies to all people who even believe they're entitled, like some social workers who think they're entitled. So, oh, by the way, as for my hair, yeah, it is naturally wavy and frizzy. Always has been, so stop listening to my lying mother. Whatever story she's making up, you want to realise it's whatever she's trying to scam. My hair is exactly like Mark Fleming. If you ever look at my dad, Mark Fleming's my father, not Mark Rackley, two different people. Mark Fleming had very similar to the way my hair is now when he was in his 20s, 30s and 40s. Okay? I have very similar hair to my dad. So that whole bullshit that people have made up, you look ridiculous. You honestly, to me, I'm looking at you people for 8 years laughing thinking, you look ridiculous. Yes, I had my hair chemically straightened for my green card photo. What big deal is that? Had it chemically straightened in November 2012 as well, and it's not the first time I've had it chemically straightened, so why is it being made a big deal about now? It is naturally frizzy, and the way my hair is right now, I got out of a shower earlier, did nothing to it, let it dry naturally, and that's how my hair dries naturally. If I brushed it back and brush it down straight and plaster it like I used to at high school. So I used to actually put baby oil, Brill cream, gel, hairspray, brush it down straight, and it used to harden straight, my hair, just like couldn't move it. But it's not naturally straight, never has been. So if a family member like my fuckwit twin sister is saying something that's not true, have a good hard look and say, do they really know each other, that family? Because no, they don't. They don't. know each other. They know nothing. They only know what bubble they live in, especially when it comes to my sisters, because they've been kept by their mothers in a very controlled bubble. Okay, so my hair is exactly like Dad's, Mark Ian Fleming. Well, when he was younger, I hope it stays better than what his is now, because after he was sick and so forth, his hair's, reaching into his 70s, he doesn't look that great. But yeah, I'm very similar to looking on the Fleming side. I'm very exactly like the Fleming side of my family to look at. So let me go back again. These people started contacting people from social media and everywhere. I had some country town guy contact me. He lived on a farm, some country loser. He was gay. And he contacted me through social media and said, when did I come out that I was gay? And I said, 12. He said, no, you didn't. I remember you at rodeos with all your girlfriends and you had blonde hair. It's like, no. You're talking about Shane Childs, my mother's, and yeah, he's straight, my mother's nephew. You don't know me. I've never met you before in my life. I've never gone shooting or hunting. So this guy actually goes pig hunting, and he wanted to see if I wanted to go along because apparently I went pig hunting. I've never been pig hunting. My cousin, my mother's weird sister, she's a fucking loser, and her children. That's who he was talking about. Then I was contacted people from my high school who were like, oh, that's, I remember you from school. It's like, no, you don't, because I never had a brother that went to the same school as me. So they were talking about Justin Pascoe, who was also a year older or 2 years older. He got picked on at school. He was blonde-haired and he's born and raised in the area. And I kept saying, yeah, but I'm not born there. And they're laughing back at me thinking I'm somebody else. And I'm like, I'm laughing at you idiots. You're pathetic. You've embarrassed the entire New England area. And if you think that I'm going to sit back and say anything decent about the New England area now, you've got Buckley's to none. I was only there for 6 years. My mother never heard of the place before 1989 when her second husband brought it up as a place to go for a holiday and move to. That's how she knew about it. Okay, so there's been that. So there's Shane Childs, plus there's my stepbrother, Daniel Rackley. As soon as these Freemason nurses from this nursing home started, this is going back years ago now, even in 2013, I had some dickhead nurse, and it's like, no, I mean, maybe because my hair is similar, I don't know. Like, Daniel Rackley was never good looking. He was fat, ugly, and had long dreadlock hair, for my remembrance of him when he was in Tamworth. That's Mark Rackley's son. He used to hang around his straight. Or actually, wait a minute. Daniel Rackley contacted me in 2016 and said that he was a prostitute in Tamworth. A fucking freak. That's Mark Rackley's son, Faith Rackley's brother, who was depressed, suicidal, had drug issues, alcohol issues, cannabis smoking issues, ice issues, hung around with bikie members and the worst low-life scumbags you could ever dream of in Tamworth. And idiots have thought that that was me. And I'm like, how? Like, because I have a beard now? Like, this is weird. I look nothing like my stepbrother. Like, even though I've put on heaps of weight recently, my stepbrother's like bald like his father, as far as I know. Like, they had reddish brown hair. The Rackleys have reddish brown hair. The Flemings have either blonde hair or black hair, which is true. The Flemings have either blonde hair or black hair. So you can see all my cousins are either blonde or near black. That's their natural hair color. So, yeah. So you've got these people that really think that they're entitled. They're so entitled that we're not going to pay for damages. It's like, yes, you are. You are. You've been told continuously from me, I don't care what scamming bullshit my mother and her sisters are up to, you are going to pay damages. And it's a lot of damages now that it's gone on for 8 years. And you've been told how many times, even in 2017 and 2018, that doesn't relate to me. Oh, you're talking about cannabis? I'm very anti-cannabis, and then some idiots go, oh, personality disorder. He grew up with cannabis. No, I didn't. You're talking about the Rackleys. Like, that is disgusting. So far as I'm concerned, I love the fact that Australia still has the strong laws where it's very anti-cannabis. I've never been involved in it. My dad, Mark Fleming's not involved. My dad, here's the other thing. I've turned around for the last 8 years and kept saying, yeah, my dad's a builder. And I had these idiots say, no, he's not. He doesn't remember. His dad's a nurse. No, my dad's not a nurse. My dad's a builder. My mother's second husband, who I barely know, her ex-second husband, they separated in 94, he's a deadbeat nurse. This is the problem. You know what this wrong information has gone? This has gone as far as government departments like New South Wales Police, who I had to slowly explain it to them, and they still don't get it, how it could be wrong. Well, were you adopted? No, I was never adopted. It's actually on a record, a document saying that I was adopted. So the police have not only made so many mistakes, now they've wrote down on the document, I was adopted. I wasn't adopted. I'm not related to the Rackleys. Definitely wasn't adopted. My dad's father was an orphan, yes, but I'm not adopted. They've got me all this information, which is New South Wales Police, and you've got the government sort of sitting back going, we're not responsible. You are responsible. You're responsible in 2 countries over 8 years for every single bit of damage that you've caused and cost my life, including loss of salary and loss of income and damage to my credibility. Yeah, you are responsible. And you stupid people listen to my scamming mother and her sisters. Good luck. You should have listened to me when what I was saying was the truth, and you should be pressing charges against those people that actually did commit fraud, and you haven't done your job.